commiserations, great team performance from yourselves. What can you take from that sort of performance moving forward?
I think off the back of 2 losses prior to today, I think it was about us going out and trying to perform as best we could against a really strong New Zealand side. I think if we were able to restrict Guptill earlier in the innings, perhaps that might change the game. Obviously, it would change the game, but we know that they still got strength and depth down their lineup. But for us to go out there and put on a bit of a show to show what we're capable of is, that's certainly something to take from today. But I do think that we'll probably look back on that. We've had a number of games against New Zealand over the years, and some have been close, some haven't. And this is one that you're saying 17 runs. 17 runs is a reasonable size in T20 cricket, but for us, we'll probably look back and say, where are those little moments in the game that we could have probably closed that gap, and maybe is that an opportunity missed on our behalf? But that's where we've got to keep raising our bar.
Yeah, you run New Zealand incredibly close today. Was there any particular moment within the game where you thought, we've got them here, we've got them against the ropes?
I think there was a couple of moments. We picked up 3 wickets just coming out of the power play. That was really important for us. And the class of Guptill showed through there, I thought, and Phillips, when he came in, they built a really powerful partnership there. And if we were able to peg back 1 more wicket, then again, that's a moment in the game that you've got to look at. And then the second half, I thought we were going well. 10 overs at the drinks break, and we were a couple of runs ahead of New Zealand at that point. So where's it gone from there? So look, obviously they're a fine bowling attack and fine team, and you've got to expect them to bowl well. And I did say to our team, if we're going to win today, it's going to be the long game. It's not going to be a short game. It's going to be a tight one. And a couple of those moments, I think they just took those moments in the game.
New Zealand, obviously, really strong team, like you've mentioned there yourself. I presume you guys will draw a hell of a lot of confidence from this performance moving forward in this tournament and beyond. What are the key learnings for you as a side? Are there any improvements that you feel like you need to make immediately, or is this part of a longer journey for Scotland?
We've got quite a confident bunch of players who strongly believe that we deserve to be here. Obviously, we're here, so we've played our part to get to here, and we've got a quietly confident group of Scottish lads who think that we can continue to progress in this tournament. This game has probably just given us a bit more confidence again, because we lost. We'd say we were pretty unhappy with the 2 performances we put in prior to this game. So this will certainly instill a bit of confidence, and we've just got to keep pushing and keep believing in our games. We're going to come up against 2 fantastic sides still in this competition. So what a great time to be a Scottish cricketer, what a great time to be a Scottish fan. So it's the sky's the limits, really, but we've just got to be willing to go out there and trust ourselves.
Excellent. Thanks very much, Kyle. We will now switch over to questions on Zoom, so I can see a couple of hands up. Matt Roller, please, your question.
Yeah, hi, Olaf. If I can ask a couple, please. First about Mark Watt. How impressed have you been with him throughout this tournament and today in particular?
Yeah, today again, Mark was fantastic. He's been bowling extremely well for quite a while now, and this whole tour that we've been on, it'll be coming up to about 7 weeks by the time we leave, and Mark's been fantastic. He's been the guy who'll, you can throw the ball to at any end, short boundary, long boundary, into the breeze, against the breeze. He's there and he's willing to do it, as are a number of other guys, but Mark's been fantastic. I think he's probably shown that the skill he has and the ability to be able to restrict runs and understand the game, playing the game. It's not just about being able to deliver a ball that has some revs on it and it might turn, or bowl a good Yorker. It's actually understanding the game and reading the game. So Mark's got excellent game sense at the moment. So he's nailing that at the moment and showing why he should be on this stage and why he is on this stage.
And is he the sort of guy that puts in a lot of prep for specific batters?
Yeah, I think everyone puts in the prep. I think every team in this competition has someone who's sending out the relevant information on oppositions, and Mark's very aware of who does what when it comes to players when they sweep and reverse sweep and where they look to hit the ball down the ground. So that prep's done, yeah.
And just lastly, he's played a little bit of county cricket in the past. Do you see him as someone who will get contracts in the Blast and maybe even other leagues in the future on the back of his performances in this tournament?
I would hope so. I think Mark deserves that as far as I'm concerned, and he's certainly got the ability to go and play in those competitions, and not only the county stuff, maybe other franchise tournaments around the world. I think he's certainly put his hand up to be one of the best left-arm spinners in this competition.
Thanks very much.
Okay, moving on to Jamie Durant, please.
Hi, Kyle. First of all, how's Josh Davey?
Yeah, Josh he's picked up a bit of a niggle, and I think he'll be getting assessed probably tomorrow. But first of all, Josh has been fantastic for us in this tournament, so we're all hoping that he'll be okay.
And obviously, kind of Michael Leask with that kind of innings at the end, is that kind of a little glimpse of what he's capable of?
Of course it is. I've heard many times of a couple of innings around Scotland where he's been hitting balls into Dumfries somewhere, so he's certainly capable of striking a good cricket ball, and he's brilliant in the field, and you know, he has his moments with the ball and does exceptionally well for us in all aspects. So look, it's just a glimpse of what Michael Leask can do. He's still not reached his peak yet, I don't think, and I'm excited to see where he can get to.
Kind of lastly for me, obviously with the 2 games to go you've got, what else would you kind of like to see from this team?
Yeah, the point I made to our playing group and our staff a few days ago was, as much as we want to win the games, I don't really mind how the results end up panning out. It's about how we go and show ourselves on this stage, and how we go and try and play our cricket. We've got a strong, powerful brand of cricket that we play, but we need to challenge ourselves at this level as often as we possibly can. That's the only way we'll keep improving. And I think today was an improvement again. There's still a little bit left in the tank yet. We wouldn't want to be anywhere else. You know, they're 2 fantastic sides we're going to come up against, so we're really looking forward to it.